What's up, guys? I just wanted to do a second video today of what I am currently running for most of my builds. So let's go ahead and start talking about armor. The armor that I'm usually running for the most part, I've actually just started running this ZSH helmet. It is tier 4 and it definitely makes you deaf, but I think it's one of the cheapest helmets you can put a face mask on. So it's about 58k to put a face shield on this helmet. So if you want to run it, run it. If not, run something else. But it's one of the ones that I usually run. The only other ones that I currently will run are the ULAC or the ACHH. So you'll see that the ACHH, the green one and the black one are both tier 3 ragman. If you don't have tier 3 ragman, I mean, get the tier 3 ragman, please. The only other one that I run is the 6B47 or just the penis helm, because I don't really care. Anything below level 3 is not really worth it. I've had level 4 stop some bullets, but doesn't always help. So it's up to you at your discretion of what you want to use. The next thing that I will use with these is I will automatically always use either tactical sports or swordins. If I do use the ZSH helmet that you can put that face shield on, you won't be able to use any of these, but you'll be able to use it with the ULAC or the ACHHs. As for body armor, going to tier 3 ragman, I think it's this one. Yeah, this one and this one. Both of these are tier 4. They're 70 and 65, so 65 and 70k respectively for the most part. Personally, I'd run both, either one of those, or if you want to do the tier 5, you can do the tier 5, and this is totally worth running if you are not doing reserve. If you are going to be doing reserve, I recommend personally, if you do have the Red Rebel and you are going to be taking the Red Rebel extract, not that you need to anymore since we have, I think it's called the D2 extract, I definitely now are more or less recommend wearing the Redout M armor. But if you are going to be taking any of the Red Rebel extracts, I recommend using the 6B3 TM armor. And that's class armor 4, although it is only 40 points. It still personally does the job because I'm either getting shot a few times in the chest or I'm getting blam straight in the head. So it doesn't really matter, doesn't make a difference. So that's the armor and the helmets that I'm currently using. Let's go ahead and move to weapons. So currently there are only 2 weapons that I'm using, and I will show you both of those. There's a 545 or 545. Yeah. So I have these set as loyalty level 2 traders. I have an AKM and an AKS-74N. So this is the AK-74N. You guys can see this in my build video, but this is all loyalty level 2 traders. You can buy the AK from Prapor, I think at, yeah, it should be maybe even level 1. But this is what I use 9 times out of 10. If I'm not using this, I will take the Tactula off. I will change the dust cover to a Bastion, and I will change the sight to a Monstrum sight. And this is a sight that I definitely 110% recommend you guys get used to. It's just an overall great sight that I have never had a problem with aiming close or far. If you're not used to it, try and get used to it. This is definitely a good medium, short, and long range scope. The next one that I use is an AKM, and both of these builds are loyalty level 2. So you can, if you're only loyalty level 2 with all the traders, you can pretty much build these. So this is, if I'm going super budget, I don't have a Jaeger yet. This is what I would use. No PKO6. This would be the closest thing I could get to a PKO6 would be this one right here, which is the Paladin, or the Pallid Weaver reflex sight. And I think that one is from loyalty level 1. Oh, maybe it's Skier. Is it Skier? Maybe it's Mechanic then. Maybe it is loyalty level 2. I want to say that it's loyalty level 2 on either Prep or Skier or Ragman, but for me, that is just what I used prior to me getting the PKO6 and getting the overall the Monstrum sight. Because as you can see right here, this is my loyalty level 2 build with the Monstrum. I put the Bastion on it and I put that Monstrum on it. I just, honestly, again, I love the Monstrum. It's just what I use. I don't worry about anything. Close, far, it's just an all-around really good scope. And if you guys have never used this scope, I'm going to bring it into a real quick shooting range, just so you guys can kind of see it and see if it's something that maybe you guys want to try out. So this is the Monstrum. You can turn this on and off. The good thing about this is that if you are using night vision, you don't need to have the red light. You can actually turn this off, and it's not overbearing on when you need to do anything to have when you have your night vision on. So, and yeah, it's a little loud, but overall you're going to be running 7.62 into this, and you're not going to have to worry too much. With loyalty level 2 stuff, obviously it is definitely going to jump a lot, but you can keep it pretty well on target. I didn't really drag down on any of that. So that is pretty much what I am currently using this late into wipe. We're about 5 weeks in right now. I usually don't run anything too heavy just because the win to loss ratio for myself isn't necessarily bad. It's more of the money making ratio. So if I bring in something that's overly expensive, I have to overall get more out to be able to make the money and pay back for what I brought in. So like I said, I have a 56% survival rating, so it's not like I lose. I come in one die, go in the next win, but the more you bring in and the more expensive that kit is, the more you have to bring out to make that kit worth it. So I do want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and don't forget to clap those cheeks on your way out. If you guys have anything that I have missed or that you want me to cover in the future, definitely leave a comment below, and I will see you guys on the next one.